Hi, Scottish Mudlarker with Nicole and Craig. Today we've come back to Pettycur Bay, and this time we're going to look for Nurdles. They're small pieces of plastic. You might remember them from the last video. This time we're going to use them for a Christmas decoration, so stay tuned to see what we do with them.
Huge thanks to everyone who's subscribed to the channel. Thank you too to everybody who's left us lovely comments. It's really great. It means a huge deal to us. Thanks to everybody who's liked the videos. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. And an extra special big thanks to everyone who's helped support us through Ko-fi. Thank you.
So I see quite a lot of glass amongst the stones here today. Yeah. I just spotted this huge piece of green. It's really massive.
Yeah, it looks like a rock.
Yeah, it's huge, isn't it?
Wow, that is massive.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, that's
really thick.
It's like a paperweight. We'll take that. Look.
Yeah, I mean it's a massive nugget of glass.
Yeah. If you can hold it against the light, you might get the sun shining through.
You can see, you can see the green colour through it.
Right.
I don't think I've ever seen a piece that thick.
No, and that's where the small chunks are coming from. So it's
Do you
clearly,
think so?
I think that's so that kind of confirms our thought of the glassmaking industry in the area.
That's super huge.
That's very cool. Yeah, emerald green. Let's take that.
Yeah, that's really sweet. You're getting that emerald colour through that. That's lovely.
That's spot it.
Okay, good first find.
Yeah.
It's another internal screw bottleneck here. Have that. You found what?
I found William.
Nicole has found William.
Well, I found the bottle bottom and it's got an embossed name on it and it says William. I'll put it in my hand. It's probably the local brewery, but I don't know.
It could have been a bottle maker. Yeah, it could have been either a bottle maker or maybe a brewery, like you say.
Yeah, maybe it's the local Burnt Island brewery or Pettycur Bay, so I don't know, maybe we can find out. We'll have a look. I think that's a pirate sea glass bottle.
I would say that looks like a safe bet for a pirate glass. Looks very heavy.
Yeah.
It's just wedged between stones here. Oh, careful, it might be sharp.
No. Oh, look, it's got markings.
Yeah, that's quite thin though. It's not massively thick, is it?
Nah, well, it's got.
I can hardly see this. Pontiac mark.
Alright, yeah, Pontiac mark, T, I. That looks like a Q, maybe. I think I'm going to take that.
I think we should take that because we might not follow this up. But if we can find out what those letters mean, or if you know what those letters mean, then yeah, we'd be interested to know.
Yeah, that's a cool piece.
Yeah.
Not a find as such, but you can see the old harbour wall.
Alright. So some indication of where the old harbour wall was.
Yeah, you can see the sandstone there. And it's going further there. So see, it's all this bit, because there used to be a harbour here until the 1600s or something.
Oh yeah.
So you see that old wall there. It's usually covered in sand. Pretend it's a frozen Charlotte arm.
Alright, so it's a very angular, so very modern teacup handle thing.
Oh right, yeah. It's probably from a kitchen cupboard or something. Yeah, well. Oh well, you know, maybe for a picture.
It's something, isn't it?
Yeah. Or if you want to spell out a name like Lind, you can use that.
Yeah.
Just found this letter piece here, like a piece with letters on it. I think this one says E-S-L-H, but they're all partial. Treasures, tiny, tiny.
What you finding?
Well, I'm looking for shells for our beach boxes, and there's all these shells down there, and I just found the tiniest shell. Now I'm going to have to hold that because it'll just flow away. Look. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's tootsie.
Yeah.
Lots of these little cockle shells. Really pretty wee things though.
It's like a little stream full of little shell pieces.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's an inkly shell dropper thing.
I suspect it is. Yeah, there's a little bit of pottery
Oh, there's
there.
something on it.
Oh, cute. Ah, that looks like the Grecian part of thing.
It
Well,
does.
that colour, right?
Yeah, it's kind of, it almost looks like a bird.
Hold that so that we get a wee bit more sun on it. There we go.
Yeah, it's a very faint pattern. Almost looks like it's a bird in flight.
Do you know what? I think that's more of these nuggets.
Yeah.
So that's a
And-
tiny version.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to grab that wee green nugget?
Oh, yeah.
There's a smaller one just off to the side there.
Mm-hmm.
Just a really tiny one. These are really cool. They're really sweet pieces.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and you've spotted this
Yes.
rather lovely piece.
Here's that blue piece.
Really nice piece of blue
That's
there.
nice, and it's nicely frosted, mostly. So that's really nice. You see how blue that is? That's amazing. Love a bit of blue.
Yeah. Okay, so we're seeing lots of these little green nuggets. What do you think?
I'm going to start picking them up. There's a little bit of blue, a little bit brown. If you follow me, maybe we'll follow the breadcrumb trail.
Yeah, there's lots of little pieces. They might be nice for filling something up.
Yeah.
Tiny pieces. What is that? Red there? Plastic?
No, that's brown. There's a
Is the
bit.
red
Oh,
piece just
there.
right? Yeah, that's plastic, I think.
Bit of microplastic. Yeah, I can take that too.
Yeah. More really tiny pieces of green there.
Yeah, they're probably.
But there's a
little
nice
too
piece
small.
over here, and there's a nice brown piece right next to that piece as well.
Ah. And a little blue.
You found another wee piece of blue.
Huh?
And there's a wee piece of pottery.
Oh,
Just hiding away.
very nice.
It's
Look.
a nice wee piece as well, isn't it?
Bit green over there.
Yeah, so that's more of this green stuff that we found before, kind of really peculiar shaped. Don't think they're parts of bottles. I don't know.
With that huge chunk.
Yeah, that huge piece of green.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's of the same material and
I
came
think
from the same
so,
part?
yeah. It's the same shade of green, and you know, you might not know, but green does actually come in loads of different shades.
Yeah.
So yeah, this emerald green, that's cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Found more of these green chunks. Look,
There's one
there's,
right at your foot.
yeah, look. It's really lovely in the sun. I really love these.
Yeah, they're really cool, aren't they?
Yeah.
Very, very unusual.
Yeah. They're very unlike well, not unlike bonfire sea glass, but it's not. So it's really cool.
Yeah, it looks like bonfire sea glass, but it's not bonfire sea glass.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots of bits of seaweed and wood and stuff, and then you've just seen this, what looks like, as you said, it looks like an old milk bottle.
It does indeed.
Yeah, let's have a really good. I can see a seam from here,
Yeah.
but I don't think we've had milk bottles like that for a wee while in this country. I remember them as a kid, so 70s, 80s. Yeah, not that old.
It's definitely a quite wide-mouthed. So
Yeah,
it's a
but milk
big-
bottles were because they had to have cream flowing through them and stuff.
Yeah. Oh.
Looks like it. Yeah, this wine bottle top. Oh, that's not a wine bottle. That's, well, it might be. It looks like a beer bottle to me because it gets quite chunky here, or even a whiskey bottle.
Yeah. Oh, they're right next to one another.
Yeah.
Must be day for bottlenecks.
I think that green bottleneck's really interesting.
Hmm.
A few weeks ago, when we went to visit Bin End Village, we decided to start a new series looking at lost places in Scotland. We've been thinking about another, maybe less frequent series for quite a while now. We've collected, or maybe even just removed, plastic from a lot of the places that we've visited, and we decided that we'd set ourselves a challenge, our big plastic challenge. It's not just to take plastic off beaches and away from the places that we visit. Our challenge is to use that plastic to see if we can make something nice with it. The idea then is that if we can make something nice, we can keep the plastic out of the environment and away from the wildlife that we love. This week, with that idea in mind, we've returned to Pettycur Bay because we found out about the Great Nurdle Challenge. Nurdles are the small pieces of plastic that are melted down and moulded to form the majority of plastic objects that we see and use every day. Nurdles themselves are usually really small, they're only a few millimetres in size, and they're most often white or clear. If you find yellow looking nurdles, the chances are that they've been yellowed by exposure to sunlight, so they've been where you found them for quite some time. You can find lots of different coloured nurdles, but usually they're dyed during manufacture of the plastic things that they're used to make. Because nurdles are so small, they're very easily consumed by seabirds and other coastal animals. Like a lot of the microplastics in the ecosystems, these can find their way into human food supply as well. The most obvious way that that happens is when we eat fish that have maybe consumed plastic parts themselves. But plastic can even make its way into vegetables when tiny particles get sucked up by the roots of plants. The Great Nurdle Challenge is an international project that anyone can take part in. You just have to collect nurdles and then send them a photograph with the number of nurdles that you found in 1 hour. It's not for everyone, but we thought we'd give it a bash and then try and do something nice with the nurdles that we found. We plan to revisit plastic again in an infrequent series, Our Grand Plastic Challenge. When we do revisit the subject, we hope to tell you a little bit about an artist who specialises in plastics, and we plan to do something that we hope most people will also be able to replicate themselves.
So we're heading back to where we found the nurdles last time. If you remember the first time we were here, the nurdles were right over at the far end of the beach. We came back and we found they'd moved and they'd got caught up, and you can see a lot of them and other microplastics just in this area here where they've all been caught with the seaweed. So all this bright coloured stuff, it's all plastic. And we are going to collect as much of this as we can, given the time we're here, and we're going to try and do something nice and decorative with it. They actually clean up really nicely. And it sounds like a bizarre thing to say about pieces of plastic, but you know, the way I like to see it is, I think they can look far nicer off the beach than they ever look on the beach.
I did bring a sieve, so I don't know if that will help. Right, sunshine.
Yeah, Scotland's weather. Nice wee blue one there.
Yeah, that's one of the beads though. Yeah, see, it's one of the beads. It's got a hole in it. I like the bead.
Yeah.
Good find. Oops.
That's what you found. You found something cute.
Yeah, a mermaid ring. Look, it's a little shell I'm hoping the nurdles aren't going to fly away now with the wind.
No.
Microplastic nurdles and a little ring. See, I found jewellery on the beach.
Yeah, that's our first ring. Yeah, and these Q-tip or cotton bud holders, or stems, yeah, we'll take those as well. We've got an idea for those too. How are you doing?
Yeah, pretty well. Found quite a few pieces of nurdles. Can you see them? And some cotton buds.
Yeah.
Microplastic.
Yeah, you've got quite a few. You did better than me. I got that plus that pitiful amount.
Oop. They're quite difficult to pick up.
They are, yeah. It's difficult to get through the seaweed and the hay and grass that's kind of compacted here.
Yeah. Let's go and have a look over there.
Yeah, let's do that.
There's a lot of plastic stuck in here.
Yeah.
It's pretty much everywhere.
There's a lot of rocks that have been bound in here in order to stop the further erosion of the coast here.
Yeah. But what it does, it acts like a magnet for plastic.
So it traps all this plastic up here at this side, so it's, yeah, well, we can certainly find plenty of plastic.
So yeah, we'll definitely take this.
Yeah. I mean, if you can see one thing for it, it's colourful, right?
Yeah, happy colours, rainbow colours.
We found a few of these. Now,
They look like little shotgun shells.
yeah, but you don't get little shotguns.
Oh,
At least as far as I know.
I don't know. So we found all the nurdles that we're looking for our project and some microplastic as well, and we'll show you what we're going to do with them.
So the question then, why are we doing our Great Plastic Challenge? First and foremost, we think that plastic can look better off the beach than it ever will look when it's on the beach. To kick us off then, let's have a look at a nice way that we can trap nurdles, keep them out of the sea, off the beaches, and big bonus for us, we get some new Christmas decorations.
So as Craig said, today we're going to kick off the Great Scottish Mudlarking Plastic Challenge with 2 ideas for Christmas. So these are the nurdles we are going to use in our craft projects, and we collected them on Friday in Pettycur Bay. If you want to have a guess how many there are, leave us a comment. So whenever I collect any plastic of the beach and I bring it home, I like to make sure it's really nice and clean before we use it in a craft project. So I just soak it in a light solution of bleach for about a week. So the Great Scottish Mudlarking Plastic Challenge is to turn plastic into something really nice. And the first thing I'm going to do is to make these nurdles into a lovely Christmas decoration. I had a look around on the internet and I found these really lovely iridescent glass baubles, and what we're going to do is we're going to fill them with these colourful nurdles. So these glass baubles are openable, and you just pull the top off and then you can fill them with the nurdles. Okay, so that's a little bauble filled now, and we're going to put the top on, and then we are going to attach a nice loop. Now I'm going to use this material, and if you don't recognise it, it's actually a piece of rope that we found on the beach. Take a length of this. We're going to loop it in. And now it's ready to hang on our tree. There we are. So, project number 2 for the Great Scottish Mudlarking Plastic Challenge. we are going to make a Christmas card. The white Nurdles that we find are just perfect for this design, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a mistletoe card. So in order to make the card, you just need some cardstock, and you cut it and fold it to size. So you've got a basic card shape, and I'm just going to draw or sketch the mistletoe branch onto the front of the card. You take as much time as you want. I'm just going to do that quite quickly. Okay, that's that done. Now we want to colour that in with a little bit of watercolour. I'm mixing a little bit of green with a bit of blue to get a kind of darker colour. And using quite a lot of water. I'm just going to colour that in now. Okay, that's that coloured in now. Now we just need to wait a couple of minutes for the watercolour to dry, and then we can apply the Nurdles with our craft glue, and we also want to make a little bow on the top. Now I've got this rope again, and that's also from the beach, a little bit of fishing rope, and there's a bit of red in there, so we're going to repurpose this string and make little bows for our card. I'm just going to take one of these thread pieces, make a little knot.
It's the arrival of the magical scissors.
Okay, so I'll start this over. Right, so that's our little string, and we're just going to make a little knot in here, and then we'll cut that. And this is going to be the little bow. It's going on the top. And now that's the watercolour dried. Just going to have a look and apply the glue. Just a little dab. Nurdles. Put them on the glue. I've only put a little dab of glue on here, and I don't need to press these down very hard. Just need to be a little light-handed here. The Nurdles in place, and now we want to glue this little bow on the top. Takes a little longer to dry, so just leave the cards in a secure place and don't touch them. So just give these cards like 2 hours to dry, and you're ready to go. And that's it just now. We still have a little stamped outline, and that's what it looks like. So we've taken the Nurdles and we made these lovely handmade cards, and we've also made these unique Christmas tree decorations, and I think they both qualify for our challenge. So if you've made something from beachfront plastic, we would love to see it. If you want to send us your photos, we'll try and feature in one of our upcoming videos. Just send your photos to the usual address, that's scottishmudlarking@gmail.com, and please mark it as Scottish Mudlarking Plastic Challenge.
So all of the items that you've seen Nicole make today are going to be made available on our Etsy shop. And in order to give a little bit back at this time of year as we head in towards Christmas, we've decided to give 10% to a Scottish wildlife charity. We haven't decided exactly which charity we're going to give to yet. We're going to vet them and make sure that we give to one that ticks all the boxes for us. So if you do decide to buy any of these Christmas tree decorations, or maybe even a handmade card, you'll be donating a little bit to Scottish wildlife. So big thank you again to everybody for watching. We hope you've enjoyed the video this week, and we hope we've given you a few ideas. I'd like to say a huge thank you to everybody for watching the video. Big thanks to everybody for liking and commenting on the video, and an extra special thanks to everyone for subscribing. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel already. As always, a huge thanks to everyone who's helped us out by supporting us through Ko-fi. And a big thanks also to everybody who's bought from our Etsy shop. It all helps an amazing amount. It's really helped support the channel, so thank you so much for that. We look forward to seeing you next week at 7 PM. If you want to see more Christmas craft ideas, we've got a few lined up. Just let us know what you think of these in the comments. Next week, we think we'll be using some sea glass to make some nice Christmas decorations, or maybe even some Christmas jewellery.